I joined ISS in spring of 2014.
So before I was a full-time teacher, I worked in television news. I had studied journalism and international affairs in university, and then I was working in Washington, D.C. At CNN for about 5 years. So it would be working with the same team, usually a team of 3 or 4. So the producer, reporter, me, and depending on where the story is, sometimes an extra photographer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One thing that I miss the most is probably the energy of the job. And I miss getting to know things first. Yeah. There would be times when we would be in the newsroom and you would hear an announcement come over the internal CNN speakers and they would say, "This is CNN, breaking news." And we would get to know the news before the rest of the world did. One thing that I don't miss at all about working at CNN is definitely the sleep schedule and the work hours. Mm-hmm. We would have to be prepared to go on air at 5 a.m. Well, if you have to have your story ready at 5 o'clock, you have to get to work around 2 a.m. Yeah. I would usually get there around 2 a.m. Well, if I get to work at 2 a.m., then I have to wake up at 1 a.m. at the latest. And I have to go to bed at, I would try for 6 p.m., but that was really difficult. Yeah. It was hard for me to go to sleep when the sun was still out. I also covered some neat international stories. Sometimes I would cover natural disasters, so I covered tornadoes and blizzards. In 2010, I covered the Haiti earthquake, and 2011, the royal wedding. Prince William and Princess Kate, and then also the nuclear disaster in Fukushima in 2011 in Japan. Yeah. So those are some of my most memorable stories that I covered. Yeah. I loved my time at CNN. It was really valuable for me. I learned a lot. But there is one regret that I have. I was very new and I was really young when I started there. And I was a woman working in a job that, for the most part, was the kind of job that only men had. And so I had a coworker who did something to my computer files. He deleted them, basically. He deleted all of them. All of my computer files were gone. Poof. I didn't know what to do, and I complained to my boss and I told him what had happened, and I suspected that a coworker of mine who was older and male had intentionally deleted these files. I let it go, and I didn't confront that colleague, and I really wish that I had. I would tell anybody, especially a young woman going into this very competitive industry, to be strong.